introduce Dr. Baswaraj sir. He is one of the eminent personalities I have ever met. ही इज डिविजनल हेड ऑफ कॉफ़ी क्वालिटी, कॉफ़ी बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया। और उन्होंने उनका काम जो है, उनकी लिस्ट बहुत ही बड़ी है और शायद हमारे पास टाइम कम है, इसकी वजह से मैं वो इंट्रोडक्शन दे नहीं पाऊंगा। सो आई विल रिक्वेस्ट डॉक्टर के बसवराज, प्लीज़ प्लीज़ आप टेक ओवर कीजिए और आपका वैल्यूएबल गाइडेंस हमारे व्यूवर्स को दीजिए। थैंक यू सो मच।
Good yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. A. I will take over. Good evening, everyone. So I will start my presentation without any proper this thing, and I think just straight away I will start my introduction to save the time. So I will start with my presentation with the PowerPoint presentation, and also try to explain properly what are the changes we are going to have, opportunities, risks, and issues, the future of coffee industry after post-COVID. So now everyone knows that we are in a lockdown period and we are having a lot of problems. And then the industry is facing a lot of things, and the cafes are closed. The outside coffee is not there. And I will just highlight certain important points. And most of the things are not that much problematic. Yes, I will try to motivate you people so that so you need not worry that much, except some 4 5 months coming. 4 5 months are a little bit difficult. That's all. So so you know the coffee industry is that we are in a prime position in the plantation crops, and we are producing 4.6 lakh hectares of coffee, and last 18 and 19, our total production was around 3.20 lakh metric tons, and we provided almost 2 million people directly and indirectly employment. So now, so we will just discuss about what because our main the coffee business is mainly depending on the export, and I will start with the export, and where we are standing today in the export. Is there really we are not exporting, or we are already exported, or we are in a comfortable position, or what is our status now? And so before lockdown, many coffee growers they were sold coffee at that time, especially the Arabica coffee was very high price, and they were thinking that the prices may go very high. But those who are harvested and completed the harvesting of Arabica and before February and March, so they sold actually. Many are sold, and some are they kept coffee for waiting for the higher premium price. Suddenly, what happened came, and because of the corona, and then till today, what happened? We are export. We Coffee Board issued 75% of export permit. So that is including both what we are importing coffee and exporting after value addition, and plus our the coffee what we are producing in India. And out of 75%, we are almost 80% Indian coffee. That means we are issuing permits of around 50%. But during the lockdown, what happened? There will be some drop, that is around 2% drop in the export permits. That's what we observed during the lock-in period. This happened. So, lockdown, what happened? The coffee lots are temporarily stuck at coffee curing works. The and during transit, suddenly stopped, and ships are stopped, containers are stopped. Coffee is struck up at Mangalore, Cochin, and Chennai, because they are the main ports where we are exporting coffee from India. And this is because of non-availability of containers, laborers, and so many other logistic issues. Now, the slowly the things are sorted down, and we are able to start export at present. So, the curers and exporters, what happened? The coffee which is they purchased or procured or taken the position are lying at the coffee curing works, and the curers who purchased sold their coffees are safe already. Those who are safe and they exported the coffee safe, but there are many people are stored coffee at coffee curing works. They may face some sort of problem in the coming months. So what are the lockdown risks? Dramatically, the coffee consumption is decreased, and this is what ICO says because it's all over the world the coffee consumption is decreased. That is because of lockdown. Significant decrease in out of home consumption. That is, people are all the restaurants, cafes are closed. In India, the unsold Arabica coffees may lose the quality because of monsoon, and also they are competing with the Brazil coffees. Now, the fresh arrivals of Brazil will have big competition for Indian leftover Arabica coffees. And these coffees, if any curers are holding without selling or exporting before lockdown or under moderate use laws, that is what we can see, especially for Arabica. It's not happening for Robusta because even Robusta we can sell a little bit later on. And cafes and coffee chains are at high risk all over the world, and few of them plan to close. It happens only for the bigger ones, and smaller ones will face for a few months problems, and they come. So what happened in the coffee consumption trend? Definitely they change work home, boost in in-house consumption. The sales of coffee supermarket and e-commerce sales have drastically increased. This is where the opportunity lies. And this period, we have some of the brands selling in supermarkets and the online market. What happened? The brands are started increasing their sales because the people, those who are buying in street roasting roasters and then specialty gourmet coffee roasters, they're all closed, and there is no other way for them to buy through these supermarket. And suddenly there is a drastic increase in the coffee sales during through supermarket and e-commerce. And this is an opportunity roaster can look, and they can approach this supermarket in next few months and try to sell more and more coffees. Uh, Coffees and then the cafes, and they can, of course there may be a change in trend, and they can try this sell high premium specialty coffees, gourmet coffees, standalone coffees. May not the choice of now because of the price, because the consumer may not have sufficient money to spend, so we have to stick on to the commercial coffees. Consumption of definitely the commercial coffee may increase slowly. So that is because the lockdown, what we have seen in summer months, normally summer months, because of the heat, the coffee consumption in India will slightly come down. And now we are getting monsoon, and then we are going toward winter months. The consumption will slowly increase, and we have to bear few months. Uh, this will happen just after 4 5 months. Slowly, the coffee consumption will increase. So the most important factor is that the boosting domestic coffee consumption now. So what we have to do? See, it is the exports. What happens? We are depending on 70 to 80%. Any of export is going on, and there is some hiccups will be there, and there will be a recovery we can see easily in the coming months. But in a domestic market, there are new startups, new restaurants, new cafe chains, new gourmet coffee shops are started, and they are now, because of the lockdown, facing a lot of problems. Uh, Now, just to give some sort of insight and boost, annual per capita consumption of coffee in India is less than 200 grams versus 6. And this one really is some sort of statement is, but I will, for a common small cafes and roasters, I will give you in a very in a different explanation. We are growing to 3,000, 3.2 lakh metric tons of coffee. So for 1 cup of coffee, we require 1 green coffee. And for 1 kg of coffee, we are preparing 120 cups of coffee. That is per kg. So if you convert the entire 3.2 lakh metric tons of coffee into cups, we are getting around 384 crores, and our population is 130 crores. 130 crores. If you divide entire number of cups, each one will get 3 cups per year. Per year, 3 cups. That is the potential we are having. That is the big one we are having. And your coffee is not consumed by each and every person, that middle class and higher middle class and those who are having spending power. If you take that type of people around this population of 130 crores, so each one will get 10 cups of coffee per year. See, in front of Brazil and other type of countries, if you consume coffee, 1 cup of coffee in a day, our entire produce will be over 100 days. If 2 cups means 50 days, our entire production of India's production will be consumed by within India only by middle class and above. That is what our potential lies, and what today we are consuming is very less, and this is the market which is growing. What we have seen in the market last couple of years, there are few people are coming to the coffee consuming culture. There are many people are uh, taking coffee. Even the people are drinking 2 3 cups of tea there for a change. They are drinking coffee for 1 or 2 cups. That is enough to drive this market in a bigger manner. So what I want to say is there is a more opportunity in the forthcoming years to increase the domestic coffee consumption, and we can be a self-reliant and self-sufficient. So, what are the strategies we have brought up? Understanding consumer perception, because today, especially after when the lockdown is over, the cafes are opening. We have to see that what consumer is actually expecting, and what is the power is buying, and what type of coffee is drinking. We have to rework our recipes and try to see that our specialty coffees or high-end niche coffees, and then standalone coffees, what we are selling in high value, high rate, that we have to repeat, and recipes we have to develop in an affordable price for the customers, because customers may not have that much power to buy. Then branding, that there are many branding, special branding, specialty coffees, standalone coffees. They're all branding we can do, and then we can project our coffees. Now, because of the lockdown, we are seeing the opportunity in digital marketing, and then the e-commerce. The future opportunities. What I want to say is that after just the lockdown, government of India, see, you recently PM announced some of the scheme and support schemes for the government, like self-reliant India, Machine 2020, Make in India, Invest in India, and Startup in India. So there is a huge opportunity in Indian coffee industry, because most of the machineries, starting from estate farm machineries to the final small grinders and espresso machines, we are depending on import from other countries. Here, our opportunity lies. We can make these machines, these roasting machines, packaging machines, and espresso machines, whatever the machines which are, we can make all those things in India, and we can develop these machines, and we can become self-reliant. And we have to help support a large number of self-help groups. They can start their own business on their own, and try to do their own business. And this COVID-19 pandemic, I already mentioned, is a summer, is a blessings in disguise, since the coffee consumption is generally more in winters. So strategies for supporting the future coffee industry. The Coffee Board is providing training for skill development, new startups, new business ventures, and different segments. That's what we are doing all these years, and there are many are utilized these facilities and started a new business. And now uh, this is actually gives more opportunity for the people those who wanted to enter into the new business and start the small coffee chains or cafes and other things. And the technology, I already mentioned, Make in India technology, new invention, world class technology we can develop in India. So for that, the coffee board is also having Atal Incubation Center. Atal Incubation Center based in Bangalore head office, and it is a part of Central Coffee Research Institute. And we are providing almost all players in coffee industry, those who are manufacturing farm machineries, then roasting machineries, grinders, so many things, starting from farm machineries to end of the business, whatever we are getting, all the machineries, technologies, business models, all those things we are training and providing support for under this Atal Incubation Center. And this is the one area where many people can utilize their and develop a newer product and newer technology development. And we are also having geographical tagged coffees. Those who are small roasters, small cafes, which are now and are RAS, and we are reopening, they can use these geographical tagged coffees and special coffee blends or something they can use, and they can also slowly improve their business. And by doing this technology, make in India concept, manufacturing machineries related to coffee industry, and starting cafes and roasting units will develop, it will develop a lot of employment in various segments in a value chains. That's the most important thing when we start these things in India. And we are also established in Bangalore Coffee Board state of the art laboratory that is under the TICE program scheme. And we are testing coffee for export and also for domestic markets, that the exporters and then the coffee industry can utilize for testing their coffees, and domestic market can use for PFS standards testing. And we are also providing support for new startups, upgrading the technology for the roasting units, small roasters, and they can utilize this scheme for boosting their business in the coming years. So we are also initiated some of the initiative measures in other, that is the TICE lab, and then uh, robotic technology, and some of the coffee connectivity mobility for field force, and coffee krishi tarang for farmers. Some of the initiative also done that may be helpful for the farmers and value chain in the coming years after the lockdown. These are all the important points just I want to highlight in my presentation. So what I want to say is that there is a lot of opportunities there, and because of the lockdown is a temporary phenomenon, 4 5 months. So we may not see immediate increase in the coffee consumption, but what happens, uh, a living example what I have seen in 2008 and 9 in lockdown, the recession in America, all the industry, different segments, they were facing problems. But when we in the coffee specialty coffee forum, we are discussing about the coffee market, and surprisingly we came to know that most of the Americans are very happy at that time. The coffee business is not, it's increasing. So here, what I want to say is that the people, those who are drinking high-end uh, drinks, other, and also the alcoholic drinks, they may not, they will reduce that one because of the price, and they were not having any capacity to buy the expensive drinks. And definitely they are coming for the consumption of coffee, and the coffee consumption will increase through the commercial coffees, like the filter coffee, specialty coffee, or some of the things, but may not be the very high and high quality coffees and other things which are very expensive. And most of the small coffee roasters or cafes, Now they have to tweak their products and blends, and instead of using highly expensive coffees, they can reduce the cost by tweaking the coffee blends and making coffee affordable and profitable, so that the customers will also get a good quality of coffees. So finally, what I want to say is that this phenomenon is very temporary, and in the coming months, we are going to slowly get back the business in domestic market, and definitely by the end of November, December, and the coming January, we will be on track, and definitely we will see that the coffee consumption will slowly increase, and we'll get back our business. But the problem is that this is the coronavirus. We are just completed the lockdown, but not the corona is not gone, and then the pandemic disease is still continue, and we are in the beginning of the pandemic disease, not in the middle also, or not in the end also. We don't know when it is ends. That determines the changes in the coming year, and we have to get ready. But only hope is that the coffee consumption or a tea consumption won't go, and any other food products, the coffee consumption will continue, and going we will go and slowly and recover the entire market, and there will be a big opportunity in India, as I mentioned, because of the large population. The consumers are becoming more and more consumers towards coffee and tea also, so that so we need not lose any hope, and we are getting back our market. So with this, end my this small presentation. Thank you for listening. Any questions are there? I will. This one. So the one question I got. So one question I got is the how coffee board can help poor vendors to revive post COVID. See, at present we are having the schemes which are related to small coffee roasters, which are establishing, and we are coffee board is providing the subsidy and subsidy schemes. But cafes and all we are not having. But if you cafe will also get a help from coffee board. If cafes are as a gourmet coffee shops, the cafes is also roasting the coffee and grinding the coffee and selling that one. But coffee board is directly not giving. But I think whatever the prime minister package announced, there is a soft loans, there are some immediate MSME loans are there. Probably they are helping small vendors. They can rejuvenate and come back into the business. That's what I can say you. So, so thank you very much for listening. Any other question is there, I will try to answer.
Thank you, sir. It's for valuable inputs for coffee industry. We are very appreciate for your inputs. So it's a good opportunity for the people they want to start new business in coffee industry. A lot of subsidies from coffee board also and government also. So we are very appreciate for your valuable inputs. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Pramod Vakre. Thank you.